Alright, I am back for another video of what I picked up for October and November. Yep. Welcome to another video. So yeah, let's get started to these pickups I've got recently, and with that, let us begin. Okay, so I'll start from here now. Let's just get to the things I got. I got the OG Xbox to HDMI, so now I can play games on OG Xbox. I haven't really set it up, but someday, and around the time, I'll probably do so. Maybe on my OG Xbox and give this a shot. But I need more USBs before I start the shit. So yeah, you don't expect that right now. And then next up, I have the PSVR. Holy shit, this is big. Yeah, the PSVR here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. I have all the other stuff, like the camera and all that. Yep, all that's there, but I don't think I'll be able to have time to show it. But for now, I have the VR. Yep. I'll use it for some of the games, whenever I feel like it. So yeah. I only got it for fun, so yeah, that's another. Now let's start off with the physical games I got for 360. Yeah, there's no OG Xbox because I don't think I said this before last video. But yeah, I pretty much got everything else to pick up for OG Xbox for the physical collecting. But there's only a very few digital games I have to get, but I just haven't gotten around to picking it up. So here we go. We got Fear Files. My bad. Fear Files. Yes, this is basically the expansion of the first Fear game. Yeah. Pretty much. I'm pretty glad I got this, so I complete the whole collection of Fear. Call of Duty 2, yeah, I got this game too, yeah. Ain't that surprised, eh? Yeah. The online of Call of Duty 2 is pretty dead, but this is only very few of the relevant games back in Call of Duty. And here's Toy Story Mania, which, by the way, I picked it up just for the fact that the versions between the Wii and PC versions are very different compared to the PS3 and 360 versions. Yeah, with its content. I heard there was Zerg in this one, so yeah, that's where I picked it up. And I actually might get Toy 3 actually as well, digitally. Yeah, I'm pretty interested for that. And the last loose disc I got was Ghostbusters, the video game. This video game version, the original, I picked this one because it actually has the multiplayer, unlike the remaster, so I chose this one instead. Better. Now for the ones I have, boxes. Okay, let's just start off with this. Ninja Gaiden 3. Now, I was not, I had no plans to get Ninja Gaiden 3, let alone. So what I basically did was I picked up this game just for Itagaki's memorial. So yeah, there's another one coming up later on, you'll see. But yeah, I have my own reasons to get Ninja Gaiden 3, and yeah, Vanilla 3 is not really as great, but it's whatever. Play Razor's Edge, that's way better. 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand. This is their very, very expensive Xbox 360 games, and this is pretty much very top up, basically. But luckily, I was able to manage to snag one for, maybe like 40 or something. Yeah, I think this weighs like about like 70 or, yeah, I think maybe 70. Yeah, but it's pretty big too. Yeah, very hard to get. But yeah, it's good to have this in the collection. I'm not surprised I got this pretty early. Same with Silent Hill Downpour. But I think Downpour was... yeah, it was a lot expensive than the other one, I think, in my opinion, when I picked it up. Fable, The Journey. Another Kinect game I wanted to get for a long time. I just didn't have the mood to because I just didn't feel like it. But here we go. This is my second Kinect game I just picked up. And that might be the last anyway. I don't think there's any more, unless there's maybe more. I don't know, but I was quite interested to, pick this one up because it's Fable. And yeah. Last but not least is Tom Clancy End War. Yep. Just for a, a solid flight game, arcade, all that. Okay, that's it for 360. So let's move on to the PS4s. There's actually a bunch, actually, so let's move on. Shadow of the Colossus Remastered, or I should call it remake because this is the remake, literally. This is. I missed playing this game. It's been a long time I've played Shadow of the Colossus, and yeah, I just did a bit of the game. I'll try to see if I can 100% this just for, just for the fun. I like this game. This is one of my favorite Sony interactive games back then, and I'm very excited for the new game that Fumito Ueda is making, Project Robot, whatever that is. Yeah, looking forward to that, and hopefully it's promising. I hope. So yeah, Alice Gear Aegis. I'm not surprised Sega made this, but I think this was published in a different area. Yeah, I think different publisher, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, this is more like a battle game, basically. Battle arena. I didn't mind too much. It's only 1 hour. It only takes 1 hour for you to finish each campaign, so I was like, yeah, why not? Sorry about that. Something fucking happened. Somebody wanted to call me on my fucking phone. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, anyway, next up, God of War 3, the remastered. Yep. What do you say? What do I gotta say about this? It's God of War. Yeah, pretty much the best in the trilogy. Seriously though, they need to put 1 and 2 on PS Classics, I swear. LEGO Dimensions. I have this game again on Xbox One, which, hold on, I might have to pull this up, hold on. There it is, yep, there it is, yep. I have another one right here. But, not only that, but I did have the toy set, let alone, and I guess I'll show it off, whatever, I guess. Yeah, right here, yep. Didn't have any room, but yeah, there you go, yep. And I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I'm quite glad I have now the full set, because someday I would have had plans to work on getting that, but it was pretty expensive. But luckily somebody sold it for pretty much a good amount, actually, that I was pretty pleased about, so yeah. Okay, next up we have is Shadow of the Beast. This is the reimagined remake, actually. Another short game, and it doesn't look too bad anyway for PS4. So, you can give it a try. It's not bad. And here's Infamous First Light. I showed off the second, and here's the first game right here. Yada yada. I think I hear the first game was better than the second game. So yeah, also many people voted me to do this as a playthrough. So, all right, may as well. Okay, this is not a loose disc, or should I really call it loose disc? I don't know. But it had a case, so yeah, but not the whole thing. Super Robot Wars OG Moon Dwellers. I think that was what it was called. I think that's what it was called. Yeah. I think I heard it was kind of based off of like the main Super Robot Wars. I can't remember, but it was kind of something related to it. So yeah, this one's very hard to come by if you want to try, if you want to try to go after the Asian English release, which is really super expensive. So yeah. So honestly, yeah, I think I just went for like, a different language version. This one's played in Korea, so yeah, not in English. Though you could get it for digital cheap if you, make a Asian account that's, that has English compatible, so yeah. But I'm not in the mood to do that. That'll take too long, and it'll take a long time to make multiple accounts, so yeah. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet. This, along with Ninja Gaiden 3, is another game, I got for Itagaki's Memorial. And honestly, I have tried this game before, and honestly, this is actually the best Dead or Alive Extreme game out of the 3, yeah. Though, I do think there's one thing they missed in this game, which was like the motorboat racing one, which was in the second game. The second game was pretty good, only for that one thing. But this game had really fun mini games. Like, all of them are really fun, honestly. They all are fun. Yeah. But I just kind of wish they added that, the motorboat racing one. Then it would have been like pure peak. But not all Dead or Alive or Ninja Gaiden games are perfect, so to
but this fair, yeah, this is technically the peak extreme game out of the 3. I guess, or maybe 4 if you count, you know, the recent one happened this year, but I don't know. I guess I like to just pretend it doesn't exist. Oh, man. Alright, what's next? Alright, next up we have is RGG Ishin, aka Like a Dragon Ishin, the original. That was on the PS3 and PS4. And you all know me, and I hate to say it, but I have one word about this game. Yeah, fuck this game. Yeah. Everywhere about this game, I do not like. Generic story. There's the 100% stuff is really, really ridiculously hard. I heard this was easier than the remake, but still though, it's really complicated and hard. And all that. And then the bosses are like, you know, they deal so much shit damage, and there's a lot of blocking and shit they do. Like, this is what, Block Us a 3, but way extreme, of course. And yeah, that's my hate for Ishin here. I know I do like the Yakuza games, but this is one of the exceptions right here. But I'll still play it just 100% this game, along with another game, which I'll show you later on. You'll see. Not this one though, but anyway. Border Break on the PS4. I think this was free back then if you had the Japanese account. I think so, and then you could do like the campaign online stuff. But ever since the online of this died out, you have no way to play this anymore. So you need to get a disc, and there you go, I have one. This is pretty good here. They still remember the music of this too, yeah, I'm not surprised. So yeah, I do hope they do a sequel or somewhat. I do hope they give it another chance. I mean, it's Sega. They can do way better than what Nintendo can do, no shit. And along with another game, Fighting Climax Ignition, was it the game? Oh, no, Dengeki, no, Fighting Climax Ignition. Now, I actually was pretty interested just for the Virtual Fighter, Valkyria Chronicles, and then there was a Sonic Green Hill Zone stage. But aside from that, there was another stage that was related to Sega. So yeah. Also, there are a very amount of anime characters, you know, animes that I'm pretty familiar with in this game. Some of them I've heard but never touched. So yeah. Aside from that, the gameplay is pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, I definitely did enjoy it. So yeah. I'll play this more soon whenever I feel like it. Well, this was unexpected. The Order 86. This was the Steelbook one, and I was quite interested to get the Steelbook one, cause hey, why not? Yes, there's something in. Yeah, there's you got this in there. That's nice. And you got the game itself. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Right. The game, I think I heard it was okay, but it does have some movie stuff there. But still, regardless of that, I heard it was an easy, super easy platinum. Hokuno no Ken, but that's the Japanese meaning of Visitor North Star Lost Paradise. But where's the US version? Isn't that the better one? Yeah, it is actually, and you'll see about that later on in the video. But anyway, I got this Japanese version, because it doesn't matter if you get the Chinese or Korea, it's the same thing. I got this one because, mainly, for the 100% platinum, which is really, really hard and very super extreme grindy worthy. So I thought I'd do this challenge for fun. And yeah, I had time to beat through this campaign for for some sips. Though I'll have to play this game again on the Western version, which I haven't got around to because I've just been busy. But yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I need to get more space. So, where was I? So yeah, the differences for like Hokuto no Ken was that the run button isn't like automatic. Let's see. What else? And yeah, the achievements are different. And yeah, just extended. And yeah, I think that was about it. Yeah, it was only like very... Oh, no, wait. There's one more, actually. In the Wasteland area, you don't actually get the songs. You don't actually get like 2 songs actually missing, I think. What were they? I definitely forgot, but one of them they got rid of was the Receive You song, actually. And yeah, I assume they got rid of it just for the US Shock and Tough Boy themes that were actually like limited DLC, as a matter of fact. And yeah, so I would have presumed they, you know, would have been in the list, actually. So yeah. Whereas the Western version of this actually didn't make it into the list. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for Hokuno no Ken. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to our next one. A certain magical Virtuon. Don't like the anime, nor give a damn about it. But I came here for the Virtuon, because I love Virtuon. That's a great series Sega should bring back, now that Kiwami 2 is now on PS5 and Series X coming in a few days, eh? Yeah, they should do that someday, yeah. I'm just here for the gameplay for this one, that's all I'll say. Team Sonic Racing. So yeah, considering I actually finished up Crossworlds 100%, I thought I'd go and get the PS4 Team Sonic Racing. I tried to get Xbox or Steam. They were just too big on price, but I somehow snapped this PS4 copy for this, so yeah. I did actually touch the game for a few bits, and it's okay, I guess, but the story is complete shit. This was the this is actually the last game where the story is literally shit. Yeah, after that, Sonic Frontiers just saved, you know, Sonic and all shit, and you know, and then eventually these new games became pretty good, you know, which it's pretty nice. This game's gameplay was, yeah, okay tier, like I said. Not much to say. Though I don't really like the fact that you have to unlock characters in the story. Like, why can't they just be unlocked at least for the get-go? 3 characters? Jesus. And the last PS4 game I got recently was Koei Toshi City of Shrouded Shadow. The Shadow City of Shrouded. I think that's what it's called in English. Yeah, Koei Toshi. Now, this is an interesting PS4 exclusive title, and this has to do with the Evangelion and Godzilla kaiju monsters cameoed in this game. So yeah, pretty interesting. DLC's pretty much expired, yada yada, but yeah. I like to give this game a try. Yeah, as you can see, yeah. Oh, they even added Ultraman as well, so yeah, forgot about that. So yeah, pretty nice, pretty cool game. I think that's about it. And as a bonus, I even got the Like a Dragon stage play that you actually get to see in the Yakuza stage play back then, when they actually did do it. Looks pretty nice. I might actually want to try and get the movie as well, the live-action old movie itself, yeah. I heard it was a pretty nice performance back in the day. So yeah, pretty cool, eh? It's only Japan only, so yeah, take my word on it. Yeah, that's about it. The next time I ever do a pickup on this, there won't be much games actually physically, because there's really not much games I haven't got anyway, or haven't thought to pick up. That's why I didn't buy any OG Xbox games, because I'm pretty much done with that physically collecting. Now it's just mostly going to be digital stuff. And speaking of that, let's move on to that. Okay, so these are all my Steam games I got, yeah. There's 20 of them, so yeah, we can roll on. Actually, 24, yeah. Well, we can roll this on pretty easily, so yeah. So first off, we have is the trilogy of the Sparks games. Now, these trilogies are basically just like Freedom Planet, which, there's no Freedom Planet 3. Just like Freedom Planet, yeah, these games are based off of the Sonic games, basically, but indie-ish style. First game is based off of, you know, Genesis Sonic games, Mania as well. And the other 2 are based off of the Adventure games. So, yeah. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah. I actually wanted to get this for a long time. Slave X Zero. Now, I actually saw this game last year by a friend who actually did play this game. This game is really hard, and yeah. the first game, I think it was back on Dreamcast, I believe. So yeah, and there was exclusive costumes for left and right from here and consoles. So yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard, but yeah, I might give it a try actually, whenever I feel like it. Most of the games I wanted to get were Sega's, so yeah. Next up we got is 2 Senran Kagura games. We got Reflections and Bon Appetit. Now Reflections is kind of like the dating sim version of Senran Kagura, so I just got that for fun. And Bon Appetit is basically the cooking rhythm cooking game. Yeah, that's better than all the Miku games, period. I haven't got Peach Ball, and that's mostly because it's pinball related, so yeah, I'm just really couldn't get into pinball shit. Tomba, the special edition. This is the PS1 version of Tomba, basically, that's ported to here. Yeah, it's a pretty good classic I would recommend you trying out. Yeah, pretty good. Samurai Maiden, I actually got, you know, for the hack and slash gameplay D3 publisher made. I thought it would be nice to look up, so yeah. Same with Earth Defense Force 6. So yeah, I collected up the 6th game. I have 5, 6, 3, and 2. Except the first game, yeah, Monster Attack, actually. Yeah, if only they can actually port this to whatever console they have. But unfortunately, we haven't got a chance to do that, but I do wish. But Earth Defense 6 is their best game. Yeah, you know, one of their best games in 2024. I should have actually known this, actually, because, yeah, this was a game back in 2024, and it's pretty good, yeah, last year. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll get the other spin-off games. I don't think I'll get the ones that have, like, the Lego blocky ones. But there's other ones I'm not so sure, but, yeah. These games I got for free because I was quite interested. Can't comment too much, so, yeah. Guilty Gear 2, The Overturn. Yeah, I got this game, yeah. I do actually want to try out this action-looking game that, yeah, that has very, you know, feels a Koei Tecmo, sorta. Okay, I'm joking around, but, yeah, it looks pretty cool, actually. No shit. Now, for the rest, let's scroll up. Here are the rest. We got Tales of Zestresia. I got this version here, yep. Now, ever since Berseria actually got leaked on its remaster, which I actually got this game before the Berseria remaster came, you know, got announced, I doubt this game will get a remaster itself, so expect that when that comes. I'm not really that surprised, actually, they're doing it, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, what else I can really say about it? I do need to get Arise and Zillia, that's what I want to get. But I wouldn't mind getting Berseria if they give us a discount at least. If not, well, I don't know what I could say. River City Girls, I actually got the first game for a Steam code. I actually won the giveaway for this, so yeah, I actually was able to get this actually for free. Pretty nice, and yeah, just like the second game, pretty good. Recommend trying it out. Okay, this one I got for free, can't comment on this. Slitherhead. Now, another game actually made by the same guys who did Gravity Rush and Siren games. I do need to get Siren, but someday I will. But yeah, I got Slitherhead. Honestly, they should do a Gravity Rush 3, honestly. But yeah, this horror game I heard it was pretty good. So yeah. Next up we got is speaking of that, the next game we have is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, one of the best games in 2025, and it's pretty good, and I do recommend it. Yeah, this shit has crossplay. It's really good. SNK cooked up pretty nice on this one, so yeah, amazing. And it's even amazing that went on sale pretty super low on my end ever since I got King of Fighters 15 in the previous video, I think. Can't remember, but it was probably there. Yeah. So yeah, it was really nice. Good shit. No More Heroes 3. Now, I bought the base game. I was not interested to get the digital deluxe. You know, the digital deluxe that only had the art book and the soundtrack. That's the only thing I was interested for, and it was only just a few buckos. So yeah. There was a time I wanted to get a Switch version of it, but I declined it because, you know, Nintendo Switch isn't gonna go pretty good. And oh boy, I really don't know what I gotta say about it once Prime 4 comes. Anyway, enough of that. We got this game, another game I got for free, yada yada. I got original Guilty Gear. I actually gave this game another chance and actually tried it out. Actually, yeah. I actually managed to beat the game. It's actually, yeah, it is still frustrating too. But yeah, it's very hard, yeah. But it's a pretty fun game for its fast pace. But yeah, just the stuff can be pretty frustrating later on in the later rounds. So yeah, it's not bad. Next up we have is XF Extreme Formula, which is also made by the same peeps who did the Sparks trilogy. So yeah, Extreme X Formula is basically Nintendo's F-Zero basically. This is the shit Nintendo should be doing. I'm serious, but I doubt if F-Zero comes back, they might ruin this shit up. No offense, I hate to say it, but yeah. But you can come at me if you like to. But yeah, XF Extreme Formula, it's a really good one. I think they're updating some stuff here in the game. Yeah, pretty nice. So yeah, I would recommend it if, you know, if you like F-Zero, yeah, would recommend this game. Pretty good. Metal Max Xeno Reborn. Now, this is the new version, actually, not the original version, which was actually on PS4 and Vita, which the original version actually had, you know, more story to it. But this game just is more of a better gameplay, but has less story to it, so just kind of feels very half good, half bad, whatever. It depends on your preference, whether you want left or right, but I think this is the better version, technically, with its gameplay, hands down. If you want to have more fun than hearing the story and all. So yeah, it's JRPG and it's with tanks. So yeah, thought it was pretty cool. Why does it feel like it looks like Mad Max all of a sudden with the desert? I don't know, but that's just me. Fighting X Layer. Now this used to be pretty expensive, like pretty high up in price, but all of a sudden, ever since November, this game popped up around $1, so I actually picked it up for a single bucko. And that's pretty hilarious, yeah. I see the game had some Street Fighter EX and King of Fighters characters, SNK, yada yada, so I thought, yeah, why not put it in there, because it's, you know, Street Fighter SNK, why not? I don't know what the game is like, but I'll try it out someday. And lastly, I got is Duke Nukem 3D, the 20th Anniversary World Tour. Now technically, the Megaton Edition, which was on the PS3 and Steam back in the day, was better, technically, because it had other, you know, Duke Nukem versions you can play on. But that's sadly delisted, and I really doubt there will be a way to pirate this shit, so yeah, sadly. So I got this version instead. But what this version makes special is they have an extra episode to it, so I give him that. Plus, the PC version, I heard it was better than the console versions, which, yeah, that's a step forward to that, so, yeah. And that's about it, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I don't know if I'll get more of these, but we'll see, though. It might be old games. I don't know. Let's move on to my console digital stuff I collected.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play you someday, bro. I will, dude. I will. Okay, enough of that. Now let's get on to the games I actually digitally got on Xbox. So here are the two games right here. Actually, there's more, but I'll scroll around. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Oh, let me steer. Ah, there you go. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I actually used to play this when I had my Switch emulated, but so I thought I'd actually get this version. I almost wanted to get the PC version, but the console versions were a little cheap, so I went to get on this version. Yeah, I just got it on Xbox, and it's pretty nice. So yeah, pretty good game if you want to play the X-Men, Street Fighter game, and all the others. Pretty good. So yeah. Shadow Lane Renif, fucking peak game. Yep. I don't care what anybody says, this shit is freaking peak. And it's pretty good as, you know, as a very Metroidvania-ish game. Don't care what anybody says. And I got Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I'm just joking. Nah, it's on Game Pass. I would want to count it, but I'm mostly focused on October and November. What am I talking about? Okay, let me scroll around the there's 3 more actually, so let me scroll around. Okay, here's another one. We got Psychonauts. A friend actually recommended me to try Psychonauts, and another one told me to try Psychonauts 2. So I went off to get this one. Looking at the gameplay, from what I've watched, it's okay. It feels like a PlayStation game. Yeah, then again, this was on PS2, so it's true anyway. So yeah, it's alright. Next, The next one we got is Shadow of the Ninja. It's another game based off of the original. I forgot which version it was based off of, but yeah, it's a pretty good arcade remake game. Yeah, it's even made by the same people who did the Ninja Saviors game and Pocky and Rocky. So yeah, that's a pretty nice game. I would recommend trying. So yeah, pretty good. And lastly, I got is Silent Hill HD Collection. Yeah, based off of the 2 and 3. Yeah. This is another one I got on sale, and yeah, with that, that's pretty much it for my stuff I digitally got on Xbox. Now let me move to PS4, shall I? On our very first list on the PS4 games I digitally got was Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Champ, Battle Champ Chomps, Chomp Champs? Yeah. Damn, this text. This game already was delisted, yeah, a month ago. But the game was on sale for a few dollars, so I snapped that, pretty much quickly got that game, and there you go. When I have time, I'll give it a try and see what this is like. I'm probably sure it's not as well excited. I have all the DLC, purchased on here, so that's something. This online system service is gonna die next month, I think. Or I think around this year and this month, yeah. So, yeah. Then I got No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again, which this game I got on PS4 for a few dollars on sale. Yeah. And it actually, you would actually need to get this game so you can so-called, understand the lore of the third game, actually. So, yeah, I thought that was a little interesting, actually. So, yeah. And lastly, okay, so here's the last three. I got Fist of the North Star, the US version of Lost Paradise, yada yada. Star Ocean, Intrignia and Faithfulness, or they call it Star Ocean 5. It's I heard it was the weakest game of the series, but it's still a Star Ocean game, no matter what happens. So, yeah, I got this version, which was US. So, yeah. And last but not least, Soccer Wars 2019. Yep. All the DLC I also purchased, so yeah. And even a Steam that's playing, so it's pretty cool. I will actually stream this sometime next year. Yeah. After Infamous First Light, yeah, this might be my next, actually, for my next PS4 playthrough. I promise. So, yeah. Look forward to it.
And with that, that is it for my pickups that I got around October and November. Yeah, my camera ran out of space, so I'll have to end it right here instead. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you to another video, whatever I'll make. Peace.